The last test is testing for chlorides, bromides, and iodides. They all have the same test. They have the same steps. But what differs is the color of the precipitate produced. In this figure, we have precipitates of silver chloride, silver bromide, and silver iodide. For example, a white precipitate of silver chloride shows the presence of chloride ions. So a white precipitate indicates the presence of chloride ions. A pale cream precipitate shows bromide ions, and a yellow precipitate shows iodide ions. Now let's see together how to obtain the precipitates and how to differentiate between them. Testing for chlorides, bromides, and iodides. The test is very similar to the one for sulfates, but with only slight changes. So first of all, we're going to add chloride or bromide or iodide in pure water. Meaning, if I want to test for chloride, I place it in pure water. Similarly, for bromide or iodide, the slash here means or. Then, we are going to add dilute nitric acid to make it acidic. So we will add to the solution obtained dilute nitric acid to make it acidic. And finally, we're going to add silver nitrate solution for the reaction to occur. So let's repeat. If I want to do a test for chloride, first of all, I will put chloride in pure water, as we said here. Then we're going to add dilute nitric acid to make it acidic. And lastly, we're going to add silver nitrate solution. As a result, white precipitate, which is silver chloride, shows the presence of chloride ions. The white precipitate, which is silver chloride, in which we can see right here in the figure, means that we have chloride ions. The ionic equation is silver reacts with chloride to give silver chloride, which is the precipitate, the white precipitate that we want. A pale cream precipitate, which is silver bromide, shows the presence of bromide ions. This pale cream precipitate indicates that we have bromide ions. The ionic equation is silver plus bromide reacts to give silver bromide. Solid, which is the pale cream precipitate, right here. A yellow precipitate, which is silver iodide, shows the presence of iodide ions. If we have a yellow precipitate, this indicates that we have iodide ions. The equation is silver plus iodide reacts to give silver iodide, which is the yellow precipitate that I want. So the precipitate indicating the presence of chloride ions is white. The precipitate indicating the presence of bromide ions is a pale cream, and the precipitate indicating the presence of iodide ions is yellow.